Okay, this is my learn how to play golf right-handed challenge. Um, lesson one, I've played around with right-handed a little bit before, so I know sort of how to make contact, but I'm going to try and train myself in how to learn from scratch, um, fix up faults that people may have in their swings when they're starting out, and hopefully deal with some of those challenges that people struggle with to find different moves, different positions, and how uncomfortable they may feel. So here we are. This is lesson one. This is my swing on the right before I started working on some things. It's a pretty ugly looking backswing. I mean, I just take everything away together. I sway away with my hips and really over rotate. My head's not really looking at the ball. Again, just really trying to create power with my arms on the way down. The club comes down steep. Don't really create any lag there. I get ahead of the ball. My lower body really isn't moving. No hip movement through the ball. Left arm collapses through there, so impact position's pretty weak. And across the line. So that was pretty much my before swing. I worked on a few things here while I was hitting some shots here. First thing I was trying to fix up was my setup position to start with. You know, being a left-hander myself, I'm still set up as a left-hander here. I don't really have my hands in the right spot. They're behind the ball. Shoulder plane's very neutral. I'm not creating any spine angle or anything there. So I just tried to work on, and also my grip. I had a really weak left hand here, and that was evident sort of at the top of my swing. You know, that wrist really bows out there. So I tried to fix up my grip. Tried to get my hands a little bit more forward, tried to create a little bit more spine angle away from the ball and some sort of shoulder plane. Still not perfect at that, but it's a lot better than where I was. And pretty much all I was concentrating on here was the takeaway. Trying to learn how to not let my hips and lower body go and try to use my chest to coil up more around my lower half. So you can see there, being a left-hander, I'm used to turning through the ball, so it looks almost like my finish. So I have to restrict that and try and now coil up with my top half. So I actually did pretty well. A little bit of practice there, but I almost stayed on that line, but I actually rotated quite well on that backswing. I'm still very short, I'm very restricted there with my turn, but you've got to start somewhere. And I mean, I'm not going to be very strong in that position yet. I mean, I still hit it a pretty good distance here with a 6-iron. This was along the ground here, so I'm pretty happy with that position to start with. I can just use a little bit more drills that I'm using, basketball between the legs, tension bands, just to give me that extra leverage there on that backswing to stop this happening, and swaying away from the ball. So that I'm pretty happy with that start. Being right-handed, I'm very happy with where the club actually comes down here. It shallows down really nicely. I'm obviously not using that much force yet. The lower body still isn't moving, so I'm not used to using that lower body just yet. It's all arms. It flicks through. This still collapses. The right hand still takes over. I need a lot more body movement there. Still very upper body orientated, which a lot of amateur golfers are, trying to use their hands to get through to the target, but I actually hit a nice shot there. And for lesson one, I think that was pretty good. I was just more concentrated on getting my setup right and learning how to coil up that upper body around the lower body, and it's still not quite there yet. I've still got to do a little bit of work, but swing plan wise is pretty good. Stay tuned over the next few weeks. I'm going to do probably a 6-week challenge on myself and video everything and see the improvements. Thanks guys, see you soon, bye.